Hello, friends. Welcome and welcome back to our basic arithmetic study. So, we are doing well. Our new topic is LCM and LCD. So, we will begin with LCM. And LCM stands for least common multiple. And we can only find LCM of more than one number, meaning we can only find LCM for a set of numbers. So finding the LCM of a set, let's say 3 and 5, and we write it like LCM 3, 5, is to find the smallest number that is multiple of both. In this case, 3 and 5. We can have a set of 3 numbers, a set of 4 numbers, and more. And we will have to find the multiple that is least for all these numbers. So in this case, for our LCM of 3 and 5, we will go one by one, take 3 and list the multiples of 3 and take 5 and do the same thing. And from the list that we will have, we will choose the least multiple that is common for both. So let's go. Let's do 3. For the number 3, multiples are, so let's recall that we are doing LCM, not LCD yet. Multiples of 3 are 3. Of course, we are not counting 1. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, and more. Yeah, I hope I didn't miss any. And multiples of 5 are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and so on. So if you take a look at what we have here, which one is the least, the smallest multiple that goes in both way? And I find 15. And we just write LCM of the set 3, 5 is equal to 15, and that will be our answer. Note that if we keep going through these numbers that we listed, we have 30, and we have 30 for both. But 30 here is not the smallest multiple, that's why we are not counting it. We go with the smallest, and in this case, the smallest that they have in common is 15. That's why we are using the 15. So our result is 15. We can also find LCMs using prime factorizations, and we have developed what are prime factorization in one of our previous videos. And if you are not familiar with that, I recommend that you go watch the video to get yourself an idea of what it is, so you will continue with this one very easily. All right, so we can use prime factorization to find LCM when the numbers are large, right? So for instance, let's say we want to find LCM of Let me just put this large number 1008 and 1782. Let's say we want to find the LCM of these. So first we have to find their prime factorizations. So prime factorization, and for 1008, its prime factorization is 2 to the 4th times 3 squared times 7. And the next number, 1782, prime factorization is 2 times 3 to the 4th times 11. You can double check with me. Second, what we do is for each prime factor, we find the largest exponent that appear on it in any of the prime factorizations. So we go one by one. In this case, we will have 2 for both numbers, and the largest exponent is exponent 4. So we write it 2 exponent 4. We move to the next number. Here we have 3, and 3 is common for both numbers, and the largest exponent is 4. So we write 3 exponent 4. We move, we have 7, right? 7 belongs only to the first number, and it doesn't belong to the second number, but we write it, and the exponent is 1. And we move, we have 11. 11 belongs to the second number, it doesn't belong to the first, so we write 11, and the largest exponent is 1. Okay, and the third, after writing it, what do? We multiply these numbers. So we can just write LCM of 1008, 1782 is equal to 2 to the 4th times 3 to the 4th times 7 times 11. And we can just leave it like this, or if we want, depend on how we are using it, we can compute it, and the number we will get is 99,792. That will be our final answer. We can write it like this, or you can just leave it like this, depending on how you will use that result. If it's just the result you want, you can just leave it, you can write it the way you want. And if you are using it for something, you can find which one is easier to use for your next application, and then leave it like that for use. So that is about LCMs. We will now move to LCDs. What are they? So LCDs stand for least common denominator. Recall that when we were adding and subtracting, unlike denominators, fractions, we found a formula to make the denominator same, right? Also, at the end, we reduced our results to the lowest terms. So here, in order to add or subtract fraction so that their sum or subtraction is in the lowest term, we use the LCM of their denominators. The number that we find is called LCDs. So if I may repeat again, when we have fractions with unlike denominators, we use the LCM of their denominators, and the number that we find out of the LCMs is called LCD. So we will explain better with examples, and hopefully it will be more clear. So let's go with this first example. Let's say we have a fraction 1/3 plus 2 over 5. So here the denominators are different. They are not like. So we are adding them. We can just not perform the addition like we said before. So the LCD here of these fractions is the LCM of 3 and 5. And we found before the LCM of 3 and 5. And in this case, it is 15, right? 15. So what do we do next? We have 15 as our LCD. So we can rewrite our two fractions as 5 over 15 plus 6 over 15. And you may ask, how do we get these numbers? So let's go fraction by fraction. For these first fractions, at the bottom, we have the LCD 15, right? And that LCD is, let me just rewrite it here. That 15 is the 3 of our original fraction times 5. 3 of our original fraction, we find a number that multiplying that 3, which will give us 15, and it is 5. And that 5, we use it and we multiply also the top. So originally our fraction is 1, so we multiply by 5, we multiply by 5. It's multiplication. And we do the same thing for the second fraction. So how do we get that? Our bottom is 15, we know that, and it is the LCD. But how we find the 6? The 15 is equal to 5 from our original fraction times what number times 5 give me 15 times 3. And this 3, we multiply also the top times 3 times 3, and then we bring our original number, which is 2 to 2, and we have 6 over 15. So we're going back to 5 over 15 plus 6 over 15. Since they have same denominator, we just perform the addition, keeping the same denominator. We add the top 5 plus 6, and our final result is 11 over 15, right? So let's continue with one more example, and we will go with 1 over 2 plus 1 over 4 plus 1 over 5. So first of all, let's find the LCM of 2, 4, 5. For 2, we have 2. For 4, we have 2 squared. And for 5, we have 5. So LCM of 2, 4, 5 is 2 squared times 5. And that gives us 20. So step 2, LCD equal to 20 as well. So using the original fraction 1 over 2 plus 1 over 4 plus 1 over 5, we should have 20 at the bottom, right? Should have 20 at the bottom. And I will show you another way of just finding the top. 20, 20, 20. So for the first fraction, you take the bottom, that's 20. You take the 20, you divide it by 2, and you have 10. And you take the 10, you multiply by the 1. So 1 times 10. The second, you take the 20, you divide it by 4, that's 5. And you multiply by the top, that's 1, that's 5. The third, you take the 20 again, you divide by 5, that's 4, and you multiply by the 1 of the top. And let's continue. We will have 10 over 20 plus 5 over 20 plus 4 over 20. And now that we can just have 20 at the bottom, we add the top. 10 plus 5 plus 4. And the final answer should give us 19 over 20. So a little bit fast, but you can go over and over the video and you will get if you don't get it at the first time. And we can stop here for this topic and see you very soon for the next one.